Let's
All right.
let's take two.
Take two. Hello and welcome to Plantspiration Unplugged. We're your hosts, John and Stefanie Ignoffo, and we're the founders of Plantspiration. That's the nonprofit we started to help people prevent and reverse disease, saving some animals and the planet at the same time.
That's not, I can't even follow up with that. People
Yeah.
know us for yeah, that's right. People know us for losing 250 pounds as a family, reversing a slew of chronic diseases. And now we're reaching and teaching people all over the world how to get healthy too. Welcome back, everybody,
Yeah,
for the
welcome.
second time. For the seventh
Seriously.
time?
No, this was the second time. Yeah, we were recording a little bit and I realized I wasn't recording
It
anything.
happened. It happened. So we did start this and we were going at it. And I'm glad. I'm actually glad that that
hmm
happened to us because
I was so excited. We were kind of like just
yeah,
going, talking and talking. I was like,
we got really excited and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, we're not
uh,
recording." And I, you know me, I'm
that's
like, "Don't
funny.
worry about it. Everything was meant to happen for a reason and
Yeah,
this is going to be better
this
even."
will be better. It is better already.
So
My
welcome.
intro was better, that's for sure.
It was. It was. See what I mean? So, welcome back, everybody. We're so glad that you're here. I want to remind you to like, subscribe, share,
hmm
and welcome to episode 6 of Plantspiration Unplugged. I'm
Yeah,
pumped.
this is great.
The reason why we got so excited the last time was because I was like, oh my God, I went to go look at the numbers,
hmm
which I don't even know how to look at the numbers
Right.
for the podcast, but I wanted a little dopamine hit. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go see, on Spotify, like what it looks like. And I was blown away. I was like, what? I'm running through the house with my phone. I'm like, holy Nikes. I was like, look at this. Thank you guys.
Right. A lot of views
Thank
or
you.
downloads or however it is. Just
YouTube.
it's awesome.
It's, I'm so grateful.
Just the messages of people, thanks for sharing your story, really just what you guys are all about, and really
We're
helping
just
people
doing
and
it.
feeling great.
We're just doing it.
Yeah.
Me texting you screenshots during the week.
Oh
Like,
yeah, you do. You do. It's great. I love it.
I'm like, look at this.
Getting a little dopamine hits.
What are you
Just
thinking?
happy about it.
Yeah, you're just at work, and I'm just like, listen to this. Or,
I know.
people are grateful that they're not, well, we're just trying to do some good stuff for goodness sakes.
Heck yeah.
That's all we're trying to do. Um, Speaking of which,
hmm
I've been trying to do it for 7 years.
I know.
How
It
about
is.
that?
I understand. I know it's awesome. It is our 7th year anniversary this month.
It is our 7th year anniversary. I cannot believe what this has evolved into, Plantspiration.
Yeah.
I mean, when I just saw the end of year reports,
Yeah.
you know, Lauren sends them over and I'm looking at these numbers. I'm like, what? I did, we did that?
Uh-huh.
We made this happen.
You just like started it on your phone though. Like, I'm gonna start a business called Plantspiration. I'm like, that's awesome. Do it.
It's,
It's gonna be a nonprofit. I'm gonna do that.
what were you thinking when I said that to you?
I was just like blown away because I'm like, this is like uncharted territory for us. I'm like, jeez.
It was completely off. I don't know anybody who did.
No, starting
I don't
businesses
even know
like this.
why. I mean, I knew why instinctively
Oh
why.
yeah.
You think, oh, but then I started learning about nonprofits after the fact, like everything else I do.
Yeah.
I kind of do it backwards. And I was like, yes, this is exactly what I want to do.
hmm
And it was in 2017, I was taking the T. Colin Campbell courses
Yeah.
and I wrote Plantspiration, like what you're looking at, the logo that you see right here.
hmm
It's, which by the way, I want to just give a shout out to my girlfriend,
hmm
Judy.
hmm
This sign here that you see every
Yeah.
week
Yeah.
in the video, my girlfriend Judy handmade this for me. And Judy and I go all the way back to kindergarten.
Yeah. That's a long
That's
time.
another whole story. Well, I mean,
But this is great. I
thank
mean,
you,
the
Judy.
logo.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Artistic
So I come
thoughts.
in here today and John's got these lights on it. Is
Mhm.
this for the seven? Is this for the birthday? Is this for Plant Inspiration's
Oh yeah.
7 year
Yeah.
birthday?
And it's the holiday season too, but the lights are it's like,
I
ooh,
like it.
I like it. It's
Thanks
cool. Yeah.
for recognizing something that I don't think anybody realized was going to happen, but
No.
I, I was kind of given an example this week about how Plantspiration has been a little bit like a video game,
Yeah, totally.
you
Oh my
know,
God, right, right.
a video game. And
Mhm.
I just keep getting to these next levels.
Yeah.
By,
Each time, like you're leveling up. I mean, just starting a business was like, oh, starting a game, just getting there and doing it.
hold on, we got a call coming in. We're just going to
Okay.
have to shut it. I mean, as long as we're still recording, we're going to leave it. Can you hit done? Oh, here, hold on. I'll put it. Hey, it's going to happen. So we didn't know that was connected like that,
Yeah.
but let me
Laptop.
just let her know.
Heck yeah.
That's my that's my assistant.
Yeah.
We're working 7 days a week over here. Let me just let her know really quick that we're recording.
Doesn't feel like work though.
And I'm learning that we need to put it in airplane mode while I'm doing this. So let's do that.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So back to the lights. Hey, we told you guys that we don't edit. I'm not going to
No,
edit. This is really how it's going.
this is real time.
And this is kind of how I've learned how to run the business through trial and error. So now I know we're going to put airplane mode on next time.
It's fine.
So I make this logo, what you're seeing. Judy makes
Nice board.
the
It's
nice,
great.
beautiful artwork here.
Signage, yeah.
And then I had to start learning how to run a nonprofit, which it isn't just like open your doors and start taking donations. Okay, there's so much more
Mhm.
involved in this.
Well, the 501(c)(3) was like a whole nother part of it.
Yeah, what?
That was a whole nother level.
That was, and you know, when you're playing the video game, you can't see up at the top of how to win. You don't know where everybody's going to pop out and take you out.
Right, right.
So it was like I started walking through the level one just like this. Like, okay, I'm going. I don't know what's going to happen next. Oh,
Right. There's no
shoot.
walkthrough in real
We're
life.
supposed to have a board. Okay.
Wow.
Let's put this piece together.
hmm
Every little piece has been, and while I've been trying to build the not, the business, I've
Right. Do
been
the actual work.
then doing the actual work on the inside. The first time somebody said you were an entrepreneur, I got a mentor, by the way. That was another thing that came
hmm
along the way. I worked at the chamber. I know I went from, well, what was my life like before?
Yeah. What was it like?
Was
I
I
mean,
some businessy?
no, no. I mean, underneath it all, yeah, because you were taking care of the house and taking care of the kids and
I like where
doing
this is going.
appointments. And
I like where this is
so
going.
really you were a CEO, already of the house. Really, you were taking care of
I
everything.
like that. You put it that way.
I
You're
mean,
right. I took those
it
skills.
wasn't like, oh, she's just a housewife. Like that
No, I
is
kept,
a job I wouldn't want. Like
thank
that's a lot
you.
of work.
It
You did
is.
amazing. Like, wow.
I
I mean,
can't
I
keep
look
up
back
with it.
now.
I
I,
can't do two of these things.
I look back and it was like, yeah, it was a lot. I mean, I'm at work and I know what I'm doing, but like being a mom and doing all that, it's like coming at you fresh, new challenges. And
I do look at a lot of the things that come at me the
seriously,
way that I kind of parented, like, okay, hold on. First of all, it's going to be okay.
yeah,
We're going to get through this. You know, what's the problem?
yeah. You might have skinned your knee. You'll be
It's
all
all
right.
right. It'll be all right. I'm very much like don't worry, you'll be okay.
Yeah,
Or like, remember when they were little, my one tactic, I'm going way off, but
it's all right.
remember when they would have an owie?
Oh yeah, yeah. You like rub your hands and you blow on it, and then you'd hold it.
I would
Oh,
tell
it'd
the
make it
kids,
better.
yeah, I would rub my hands together and I'd be like, okay, we can fix this,
hmm
and I mean, it distracted them enough,
hmm
so that their mind went to a better place.
Exactly. No, that was great.
What
That
a
was great.
concept that I've been using when I'm going through all these levels that suck. It's
Yeah.
like I'm rubbing my own hands together and putting on my head going, it's going to be okay. You're going to get through this. Um, you know, People say all the time, you make it look so easy. You make it look so easy.
Yeah.
There is a level of that I've been through so many things in life.
Yeah. Well, you're not gonna like post and talk about things that aren't
I wouldn't,
going smooth. Like it's just kind of we're just tackling it and moving on to the
and it
next
isn't that
thing.
I'm hiding it.
No.
It wasn't about that. It was about I have no time to focus on the fact that this went wrong on this level.
Hmm.
I've just got to figure out how to get to the next one. So how do I get my tax exempt back when I know
Hmm.
nothing about taxes?
Yeah.
Um, when I just started learning, I just started looking up like, how do I do this? And the first thing I came across was I need help.
Yeah.
And I wasn't good at that either, asking for help. I have
No,
always been a little bit, figure it out.
that's right.
But this started getting so big, I was like, I'm going to need some help.
Well, yeah, this is like
You weren't
real
even, I mean, and
paper.
you handle all this tax stuff
Taxes
and
and
the
stuff. Yeah, but
paperwork.
I'm
You're
like,
great
this
with
is
that.
more than we need somebody.
Hold on. And then let me just let people know. And then after that happened, I filed my whole 501(c)(3) under the wrong category, from public to private. There were so many different things that
Yeah.
I can't believe we've learned along the way. Information, just anyway. Then I started trademarking stuff.
Yeah.
I trademark Plantspiration. I trademark Eat Your Plants Off. I'm like, I've got this idea of what it's going to look like when I'm holding that sword on the top of that castle,
Hmm.
but I'm having to go through all these levels to get there.
That's right.
It's kind of life. Life is like one big video game
But it's
or
really
Plantspiration.
inspiring though. Yeah, Plantspiration.
In what way?
Just watching you tackle all these things. It's just really inspiring watching you take it on and whatever it was, like we're gonna do it, we'll get through it, we'll figure it out. If we don't know, we're gonna find somebody that can. There's never a we're not gonna,
There's been times that I've been like,
I'm like,
maybe I'm
listen.
just gonna like this is a lot,
Hmm.
but it would be a millisecond of a thought, and I've been like, you know what? I've been through way bigger stuff than this in life.
Hmm.
This is nothing. I
Yeah.
will get it back. And then I talked like that too, always manifesting, oh, I'll get it back. And
Hmm.
in the meanwhile, I'm going to distract myself with getting better at this or getting better at, each level, going down it so many times that finally you get through it. And it's like, dun, dun, dun. What is your favorite video game, by the way?
um,
Let's break that out because we've had our moments where we get into it.
I don't know, favorite. I mean, just thinking about between the two of us, those early, right in the beginning with Mario Brothers.
Here
Dun
we
dun 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 dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun.
dun, dun. Okay,
Okay.
so we just went back way back to what year?
Um, a long time ago,
Before
93,
before
2,
Zachary,
1,
92,
91.
93.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, remember when I would like page you?
Hey, yeah, I'd call her then. You'd page me and then I'd call you back. Oh, I got to the next level.
Uh,
Now I gotta move on now. How do I tackle this? How do I do this?
Not too different from today.
No. Well, a little different. You don't have like, turtles throwing axes at you, but
In a way, I do sometimes. Sometimes I do have those little things coming at me,
yeah.
but the way I react to everything is definitely a little bit different.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've gone through so many levels in life that these levels, like Harlow's here,
Uh-huh.
and she says, she's been here a while. She's watching what's going on, and I go, people say I don't look like I'm stressed out. I go, do I look stressed out? And she's like, no, like can't believe all the stuff you're kind of maneuvering, and I'm just like, well, you know. I'm pretty, like I said, I've been through a lot of levels. Now I'm going through the levels like, you know what? When it happens, it happens.
That's right.
I'll get there. But um, thank you to everybody, by the way, who has supported Plantspiration, who's shared our stuff, who's talked about, what we're doing, the work we're doing,
Mhm.
the donations.
They're helping with the leveling up.
They really are. It's like I'm building up my coins every time.
Yeah, we're to help more people. It's
Exactly.
amazing.
Exactly. Power in numbers.
Yeah, that's right.
Leveling up. So 7 years, couple trademarks,
Hmm.
opened up my door on, it was January again. It was like because
Hmm.
the new year, everybody's getting healthy. Everybody wanted to do it. And I was like, man, I mean, now I've gotten a nonprofit.
Hmm.
What am I going to do with it? That's how backwards I went.
Right. Well, we've just been like helping a few friends and people here and there. I
But
mean,
wait a minute.
reverse stuff,
But
but
people start with business plans. People start with all this
yeah,
making everything just
they
right.
usually start the game with a team.
Or
Yeah.
a TV.
Yeah, or
But
not
I
the
started the game without the
or a
TV.
computer at
I
least.
didn't even have a computer. I started it with my phone, but you know what I mean? People get everything all ready.
Hmm.
But not me. I was like a bat out of hell. Like I'm
Well,
doing this.
yeah. I mean, it goes
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing this.
just like the podcast, really. It's like the same thing. Like if you're just trying to get everything situated and perfect,
Cannot.
it's not gonna start. You're not gonna get to it. And we might mention that, on several podcasts, but it's true.
It's definitely been um
Balls out, just go.
just keep going. Exactly. Just keep going. You've watched me overcome a lot of obstacles. I've
Hmm.
watched you come overcome a lot of obstacles. I mean, people are recognizing that you're getting more comfortable, you're talking more.
Yeah.
Um, well, that kind of sounded weird, you're talking more, but you know what
Um,
I mean. It's we were mentioning before. I'm a little bit more used to it,
I
and
used to be a turtle with an axe. Now I'm coming out of my shell.
it's not ever like that. That's not how it was. It's just been
I know.
we've
I
gone.
wanted to be a comedian, you could tell.
You are. What do you mean you wanted to be? You are. You are funny. You make me laugh every day.
That's good.
You make
That's
me
all
laugh
I
every
need.
day.
As long
Um,
as you laugh at my jokes, that's all. That's it.
Everybody does. Everybody knows you're hilarious.
Uh,
People saying they like your podcast voice.
oh yeah.
You're
I have a
funny.
face for radio, I think somebody said, or
Is that what they? No,
no.
they did. It's like what? Hey, you didn't say that.
No, a good radio voice.
A good radio
So that's
voice.
cool.
But yeah, always been there. We're learning as we go along,
Mm.
and it's just been one beautiful journey. And here we have this amazing group of people, amazing group that continues to grow. You know, people preventing, reversing diseases. We're going to get into the Plantspiration Health Report,
Yeah, we will.
but thank you for the lights, by the way.
You like
That was
those lights?
sweet.
Got up these little clear
Holidays are
white
not always
Christmas lights.
easy. It's a tough time of year, not
Hmm.
just for us, but for many people.
Yeah.
But we got our tree up. We've got good stuff going on. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Lifting it up. But it's been, everybody kind of talked about that in Saturday support
Yeah.
group. It's like, think this is
The
great.
holidays are heavy for a lot of people.
It is not like the Hallmark movies.
No.
And that's just
I
whatever.
mean, they paint a really nice picture.
And that made me feel bad when
Even
I thought,
commercials on TV. Like
yeah,
sometimes those moments are that great.
yeah, but it made me feel bad when I would see all these movies and I'd be like, I don't want to watch this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's having a good time with everything going great, and then you lose some people and then it just changes everything.
Yeah, well, the whole dynamic of the holiday and
It changed.
family. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
went from renting tables out,
Yeah.
moving furniture,
Couple dozen.
people here
Mhm.
to I'm not even getting a tree.
Yeah. I was like, "Pff, what's the point? I mean, yeah, our kids, it's still the five of us, but
You'd put, you put the lights up, you'd get me going, but the last few years have been like,
yeah.
well, in the beginning, the last couple of years have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
No, no, they
No.
haven't. Hold on. We just get a tree,
There
but
was
we
a
have never
couple years, yeah, we
didn't get a tree. I was like, just it blew. Then we tried to pick it back up, but
hmm
stuff keeps happening over here. Everything is not perfect, and it just blew the wind out of my sails.
Yeah.
And we're not the only ones, is what I'm saying. This
No,
is not an easy
definitely
time
not.
of year.
Right, right.
You know, we make the best of it though. There's that. We
Well,
make the
definitely.
best of
That's
it.
all part of, I mean, really, it does go back. I'm going to go back to the food part. When you're fueling yourself right, you can really handle stressful situations and things, even through a whole season or,
It definitely, if I was as sick as I was, pancreatic attacks,
hmm
can't walk around, migraines left and right.
Yeah, I don't feel like wrapping no damn present.
On top of
Like,
feeling miserable. No, I'm not saying this is the fix all. I'm not saying
no,
the fix all.
no.
What I'm saying is I at least had this like, okay, but I'm doing better,
Hmm.
or I'm going to get through this,
Hmm.
or, I'm going to keep on improving myself, or we're going to get a ping pong table. What?
Yeah, wow. What?
So then, you know, I'm always trying to think of something that'll lift
Hmm.
you know, the yucky stuff that goes on. Just like kind of rubbing my hands together for the kids.
Yeah,
My superpower is we got this.
that's right. It's gonna
We're going
be
to
all
get
right.
through
It's
this.
gonna
We're
be
going to be
good.
okay. I'm going to think of the positive. I'm going to think of the wins. I'm going to pop off the dopamine is what is
Yeah.
really going on.
Yeah,
to get to the next level.
that's awesome. I love that ping pong table.
We were tearing it up.
I know. We rolled it out last night.
We've never put it away.
How long? No. Well, it
We've
folds up and you roll it right into the dining room that we don't
When did
really.
we buy the ping pong
I don't know. I
table?
was trying to think about that. I mean, it was like
We
right away. Geez.
we did this in like 2013.
I know we probably, it wasn't 2 years or whatever.
Right away we were like,
We
well, we got to
almost,
do
it's
something.
probably almost been a decade, I bet you.
We
By
were
next year.
we weren't sitting in front of the TV anymore is what it was. We started, so this is what happened with the ping pong table was we started feeling so good. Like I went from, like I said, I laid on the couch all day, not because I was lazy or I was always wanting to
You're
do something. I
hurting
was
though. Yeah.
hurting and it's just how what I learned to live like.
Mhm.
I just thought this is what it was. To we need to get rid of the kitchen table and pull in a ping pong table here.
Yeah.
So for one year for Christmas, we went over to Dick's and
Mhm.
we got a ping pong table and we brought it home for the kids and it kept us active through the whole winter and we were
That's right.
thrilled. And we use I'm gonna tell them what we use the ping pong table for now.
What? What do we use it for now? Oh, well, now when in its folded up state, I use it as black in the wall for cooking
Our
classes.
sound studio.
Yeah, our
It's
sounds
our sound studio.
kind of quiets it down.
But anyway, last night I was like, I need to I need to do something.
Oh yeah.
You know, we've had a long week. We've had a lot of stuff going on. Um,
Hey, you can get your blood pumping playing table
pink,
tennis over here. I mean,
yeah,
it's cold. We can't be out on our bikes outside.
exactly.
You know, the trainer's only so fun. You blow your hour out and then you're done with it. But that ping pong is amazing.
We love it.
It's awesome. I can't. I'm gonna go do
I'm
something a
really
little
good
bit.
at it though.
Yeah, you
I just want to
are.
I'll just add, well, my reflexes are
Oh
definitely
man,
always have been pretty
seriously.
good. My
You've always
reflex,
been a gamer.
no, not like that.
Whack-a-mole at Great
Okay,
America.
my
That's your
reflexes,
reflexes are
bam, bam,
unbelievable.
bam, bam. That
Anybody, I don't care who, you're gonna beat them.
tell them,
It's happened
tell
several
them,
times. You see the big guy, yeah.
tell them.
I'm like, dude, my wife, she's gonna beat you. Don't worry about it. And he's like, ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. And the guy hit like three of them.
I'm like, thank you very much.
I'll
Remember,
take that stuffed animal right there.
remember when I would pull up with the kids and I would always go, which one do you guys want?
Yeah.
And there would be these people would look at me like, what does she think she's doing? And I'm like,
Yeah. Who
don't
she
worry.
thinks she is.
Have I ever lost
I've
whack-a-mole?
never seen you lose whack-a-mole.
Never once.
Never
What
once.
is that? That's awesome.
That's awesome, is what it is.
So I guess I do look at, in a gaming aspect, like I'm knocking these
Yeah.
obstacles out.
Competitive, slightly.
No, 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 I'm just good at knocking.
Whacking moles.
No, I'm good at overcoming obstacles.
Yeah.
I'm resilient.
Yep. That's the word,
I
I
just
think.
keep getting up. Like I'm just gonna keep going at this.
Hmm.
I'll get better at it. But this was a week. What was it that we went through this week with work? It was a lot.
Just a lot of things, a lot of good things. I had a Christmas party at work.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
why don't we get into that a little bit while we're
my
here?
gosh.
Speaking of the holidays, we're
Hmm.
getting through them and we just want to give love to everybody out there. We know that things are not always perfect. We're
Hmm.
grateful for all the wonderful things that are going on. I
Oh,
have so much
definitely.
gratitude.
Definitely. The
But
work party, everything was fantastic. That was great. It was the caterer. Like they go through work. They want to know who's vegan, what are you
but
having?
do they know
Steak,
you're vegan at
chickens.
work?
At work, yeah. Yeah, they know.
Everybody knows at work,
Everybody knows.
at
Yeah.
your work. And
Yeah.
who else is
I am the
vegan at your
co-founder
work?
of Plantspiration for crying out loud.
Yeah.
But the catering company, they don't really know me. And they don't know what vegan means either.
And we heard a lot of that on Saturday support group.
Yeah.
People do, that's a scary thing for
Mhm.
people with allergies. And then you've got people who
I
are
know.
ethical and people who are going by science. And we need to get this information straight.
Uh-huh.
Vegan doesn't mean cheese,
No. I mean, you bring a nice salad, but then there's like some, I don't even know what it was, that blue cheese. There was some like blue cheese
which we
or
can make,
feta or something
which we
like.
can make vegan, both of those as
Yeah,
well.
but I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
Of
So
course.
I'm like, no, no, thank you. On the salad.
I mean, that's not how it was last year. I think you were pretty
No,
pleased
they did.
last
It's
year.
same company too. I don't know. They just totally dropped the ball this time.
That's a shame.
I
That's
know.
what makes people were saying they're
And they're
skeptical.
making it right there and then sprinkling the stuff on top. There should have
Right
been
in
a,
front of you?
no, back in the
What do you got,
kitchen or
like a
wherever.
hibachi coming to your lunch at work?
It's caterers, to bring a huge vat of salad and do everybody's plates, and they just put cheese on everything.
So you could,
Well, by
oh,
the time, oh, really? Oh, they're clearing plates. I'm like,
it's all right.
well, we can make one without the cheese. I'm like, no, we already had a chance.
Uh,
I'm
it
just
happens. It
kidding.
happens.
I'm just kidding. I'm like, no, no, thanks. I was just thinking about this big bowl of spaghetti and my homemade meatballs that I make with quinoa and beans and got this whole nice dish. I
Sorry
know it's
about
at
that.
home.
Sorry.
I'm gonna eat it in an hour
It
anyways
was
when I
so
get there.
good.
And yeah, somebody ate it.
I was like,
Somebody.
he's out there having a holiday lunch.
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah. Oh, I didn't even get to the masticholi they brought. Oh, loaded with Parmesan over the top of it. Oh,
everything.
you guys wrecked it. I guess I'll have these oily vegetables you put on.
This half, hey,
I'm
you
like,
did it.
whatever. I still thought, I'm gonna eat in an hour when I get home. And no, but it was a
Sorry.
good, it was a good time though. I like just
He
hanging
comes
out.
in, he's like, dun, dun, dun. I can't wait to have my pasta and my quinoa balls. And I'm like, what?
Oh,
I said, I ate them.
oh,
You're
I'm so glad
and
you
Harlow had
did.
them for the first time too, and she loved them.
But how was that when you said that?
You were like, oh, I'm so glad
I'm
you ate
like,
them.
yeah, I was totally glad because sometimes you just get so focused on work. It's like, did you even eat today?
Sometimes, yeah, I get a little busy. I
I,
get
I
that's
had fruit in my smoothie and I had,
I
okay.
get it. I get it in, and
Hmm.
I'm sharing every day.
I know.
Um,
Speaking of that,
yeah, we we had a busy week and you had a week there and then we get into Saturday support group and that's really what everybody talked about.
yeah,
It's if it's not the way having to deal with obstacles of going out, it's having to deal with the obstacle of everybody's on such a mission over here to get healthy. Like it's awesome.
yeah, definitely.
And they're crushing it through these workplace
Hmm.
gatherings with the food that
Yeah,
this is one of the, and by the way, we are doing a no resolution for New Year's over here.
that's
Nobody
right.
is feeling like when I ask them, I'm like, what goals do you have? They're like, to keep crushing it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
It's
talking
not
about.
to start crushing it,
No, no.
it's to keep
And
crushing it and doing great.
I've had a couple people be like, you know what? I'm just going to take a back seat. I'm going to get into the, to the first lane over here and I'm just going to chill and not put any pressure. Next thing you know,
Mm.
they come to class and they're just like, in the express lane.
Yeah,
Like I am not waiting till new. It's, there's
that's
never
awesome.
going to be a time to take care of yourself for one. So we've had to go through a bunch of holidays.
Oh yeah.
Not all of them have been awesome,
Mm-mm.
but I want to encourage people to stay on taking care of themselves while they're doing that.
Definitely.
There was no alternative.
That's right. I mean, nobody talked like they caved, at work when they had all the treats and all the holiday snacks and stuff.
No, I mean even here at home while we were
Oh,
dealing with all this stuff, we weren't like, you know what, nobody's coming over. Let's just
just have.
no. We were going always back to it. Just feels so much better to feel good, and we're just
Oh
going to keep
yeah.
on going. And
There is no turning back. This is amazing.
there is no turning back. We just turn on the ping pong table. I
Yeah.
can't wait to play again later today.
I
Like
know.
now,
It was so much fun.
and then when you've got a little bit of a joy, I always ask people like, what brings you joy? So if you're gonna have a one-on-one call, that's something I'm gonna ask you. Like, what brings you joy?
Hmm.
What brings you joy? Because those little things is what gets us through all that stuff.
Yeah, wow. And we're just having fun. I don't even think about it.
And if
Like
it's,
I need to get through this and
yeah, no,
it just happens. We just
we
are.
know we're gonna get through it no matter what.
Mhm.
We have to. It's gonna have to be that. We're just gonna have to get through it. And if we're not ping-ponging, then I'm doing other things.
Well, yeah. I mean, the big thing is not stressing about the stuff that you can't control, whatever it is. Like you're going through something or the holidays or this, that. It's gonna happen. It's coming at you. So,
How are you going to handle it? Well, we're going
yeah.
to just keep doing what we're doing. Maybe it's ping pong, maybe it's riding our bikes.
Okay.
I've done a lot of different things to kind of keep roller skating.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That came in. Remember when I sent Isabel the text? I
That
was
was
like,
awesome. You get her a picture of roller
I
skates. You
said
didn't
the
even buy them yet,
I
right? You're
did.
like, oh, you did?
Yeah, I bought them and it said like they're getting shipped or they'll be here.
Yeah, yeah.
Or I said in a text, I sent the picture of the new skates and I said it was 2 years ago, by the way, like
Hmm.
right now.
Right,
Like
right.
this time I said I bought myself some skates. And I sent her the text and I
And she
said,
sent back.
they'll be here in 2 weeks. And she wrote back, bad idea. Bad idea. And I call her, I'm like, what? I think this is a great idea. She's like, ridiculous. You're going to hurt yourself, you know. But I
Yeah.
said, I've wiped out on my bike so many times, you
Yeah,
know.
40 years ago.
What?
A long time ago.
My bike?
Oh, your bike, but oh, yeah.
I've wiped out
Yeah.
on my bike so many times because I'm out there doing tricks.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, that's right. You got one. You actually filmed one when we had a GoPro hooked up.
That was the last time I used the GoPro.
When was that? Like 3, 4 years ago?
Longer than that. When did we
Okay.
get the bikes?
2015, that's right.
I think we got the GoPro in like
17.
17.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a bad
First time
fall.
out, came crunch, wham. Like,
That was
girl,
pretty bad. But what did I say? It's okay. I'm
yeah,
on the
it's
plan.
okay. I'm all right.
I'm gonna be fine. So Isabel says bad idea, and
Mhm.
next thing you know, she's over here in skates with me.
Yeah, yeah. You bought
Um,
another pair, and
uh-huh.
then all of a sudden,
And then she's like, "You have to put these on the internet. You have to put these out there. You have to put, this is great. You're doing
mm,
stuff. You know, your mom. You're 50. We're gonna be 54 and 58 next this in 2025.
mm,
It's going fast. So
yeah, yeah,
anyway, we got the skates and I learned day one. You know what? Let me get some wrist guards while we're
yeah.
at it.
Definitely wrist
I
guards.
did
Yeah.
hurt myself, but I didn't tell her. Sorry, Isabel, I did. Um, got the wrist guards, and then after that, it was just like, give me some music and I'm gonna figure this out.
Heck yeah,
Again, another level and then I went back to working on my levels.
yeah.
So I was even taking calls for a while where I would just skate in between my client calls. I would
Nice.
stop, do a couple laps around, and then I would come back and do a call. I kept it going and I got through the last few couple holidays with the skates,
Yeah.
but
And then I had to get some.
then you got some. And then it
Uh,
was like Saturday Night
look
Fever.
out.
We were going, we should skate a little bit more right now, actually.
Yeah, but now
Are you up
we're
for it?
gonna do the ping pong table
We got
though.
the ping pong out right now. Um, it's I can't wait for some snow though. That's all.
I know. We're just waiting for
We're
it
just
now.
waiting for the snow.
What's gonna happen when it snows?
So
Huh? What are we waiting for? There's so much people don't know
there is.
about you, about us.
Why? What came to mind just now?
Well, I come home one day, hey, I can marry people. I'm a minister. I'm like, get out of here. What are you talking about? Like, look at totally legal document, all this stuff.
I even just had it like
Mm-hmm.
made sure all my paperwork is
It's
legal so I can
up to
marry
date,
people.
has its seal
So if
stamped in
anybody would like for me to marry them,
it.
by the way, that's something I can also do.
Yeah. So we got a couple that wants to get married once the snow is here.
Yeah,
So it's
so we're
cool.
waiting for that snow. I'm on call.
Heck yeah.
I'm on
Yeah.
call actually for that. So this is kind of cool. I'm excited to do that for the first time as well.
Mm.
So it's been, we're cruising through it. We're cruising through it, and now we're on this podcast level.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how to look at the numbers basically. So we got that
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
And it it was take two today.
Oh yeah.
And I
And
think
it
this
is
worked out the
whatever.
second. I think
Right,
this
right.
worked out better the second time around.
Definitely.
We didn't want to have to do that.
Well, no,
And you
no.
didn't want to say it. And I
Well,
was
I
like,
don't, yeah. Why? Whoops.
because I think people like to know that
Yeah.
we go through that stuff too. We're
Hmm.
not going to throw in the towel. We're just going to say, hey, here it is, episode next one coming up. And this is
That's
how
right.
we're getting better at it though. Your
Yeah.
intro's awesome.
I'm pressing the record button. We're good.
It happens. I can't tell you how many mistakes you run a business. I mean, we're talking
Yeah.
about my business, but you run a business
I
too.
started mine in 2003.
What?
Yeah. November 2003. Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. Ignoffo Engineering.
I was like,
I'm like, I'm
wow.
selling my hot rod and buying some machines.
Yeah, never will forget that. What a move. What
Hmm.
a move. I met you in that hot rod.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I met you in it. I have a picture. We got to somehow get that up like a throwback Thursday. I'm
Yeah.
sitting on the hood of your car,
Right.
your 79 Camaro.
Yeah.
Was it tubbed out then?
No, no. I narrowed and tubbed it later.
Great.
That had a small block in it that was like 500 horsepower.
That was a small block.
That was, yeah, well, that was
Well,
awesome.
you made some moves too to level up, and that was not easy. But
Okay.
you kept leveling up your stuff too.
Definitely.
Did you think about it like a video game?
No. I don't know. I'm just kind of coming at you. I mean, we're not, is it because we're Tauruses? Is that what it is? We're just gonna go right ahead. Nothing's taking me down.
So for everybody here, our birthday is the same day.
Yeah, you believe that?
Our birthday is the same day. So that's kind
Mhm.
of crazy. Why are we like that? I don't know. Somebody sent me
It's
something like a
awesome.
horoscope. Thank you. You know who you are. And it always seems so accurate. Like, go
Yeah,
get her, takes everything head on,
yeah,
doesn't let nothing stop them. I'm like,
yeah.
this is me all the way. But I think that's just from experiences. I don't know. Is it from the number I was born on?
I don't
You're
know.
kind of the same way, I guess.
Yeah,
It's a
we're
win and
doers.
well, yeah, and it's been hard being both Tauruses. We are definitely both headstrong. So
Yeah,
neither of us ever really win. It's always,
no,
we had to
because
learn to
nobody
work,
wants to back down.
neither one of us. So that's been a challenge in the past that we really didn't know how to move through. We were just so headstrong, we didn't know how to not react.
Well, yeah. Well, it all changed. I
You know
mean,
what I mean, though?
yeah, definitely learned how to
Just,
react to things and or not react, but how to respond to things
yeah,
without a knee-jerk reaction of
yeah, that
"Arr."
exactly. And it feels better too. It does.
Definitely.
It's just, lots of levels, and there's more to go. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
I got just things just keep going. Speaking of which, did I tell you we got somebody coming over this week for our class?
Oh yeah.
New level,
That's right. We're
guest,
leveling up.
guest in the kitchen. You know what I
Nice.
mean?
Guest
Something different.
appearance. Yeah, I knew this,
We're
but
making tamales
this is what I can't wait for.
because
I
during the
love it.
holidays, I go and I ask the kids, like I ask everybody, what do you guys want to do? Tamales just seem like something we really
Yeah.
love.
Like everybody's doing tamales for Christmas.
We do a
Seems
variety. We do a variety of,
it's
they can go
awesome.
sweet, they can go this way.
Yeah. They're all plants, not a variety of some animal and some plants. They're all plants. But we do yeah, a variety. I can't wait. What are we gonna I want to do like I want to really do like a good apple cinnamon like a pie almost,
Ooh, you're thinking like making some sweet
Yeah.
one.
I want to try a couple of those.
We can't wait to share with so our class this week, by the way, it's a Plantspiration class,
Hmm.
and we're just going to share like one of our favorite holidays dishes is tamales, the sides to go with it. We're going to just kind of show how you can transition all the foods that you love. Basically,
Hmm.
that's what we do. We want to hey, by the way, if you're listening to this, whatever you're eating that's not vegan or plant-based, we can make it healthy. We can make it
Yep.
taste good. It's just all the seasonings. So just how easy it is that we can continue to make these tamales and have such a beautiful dinner and not worry about burning out, clogging our arteries,
Yep. Killing
causing
animals.
inflammation,
Hmm.
hurting anything. You know, we're actually making the same flavors.
Except
Let's
I'm
be
so
real.
glad spices aren't made out of animal because I would be eating plain vegetables, but spices are plants. So we just been putting plants on animals the whole time. Now we just put plants on plants, and it tastes the same.
People get so worked up when I remind them. I'm like, well, all you're putting on your animal is plants,
Yeah,
garlic, onion, plant, Italian seasoning,
plants.
plants, basil,
Hello,
plants, salt, pepper,
from
plants.
the earth,
Yeah, from the
kind
earth.
of.
You know what I mean.
But still, yeah,
Everything in your
non-animal.
cabinet is a plant, the seasonings.
Mm-hmm.
And, we didn't realize that either.
No,
Once it dawned on me, I was like, yeah, we can put the same seasonings on tofu. Oh, by the way, I
serious.
just saw somebody shared your tofu and they loved it.
Oh, did
Remember
they?
yesterday?
Oh,
And
yeah.
so many people say, like, I don't know, I've had a bad
Did
experience,
she
or
do it?
she loved it.
Oh,
She's
awesome.
like, wow, these are really good.
Yeah, they are.
And the plate looked great. Sweet potatoes, big pile of greens, like the simplest stuff. Everybody's doing so good.
Definitely.
Reversing
That's what
disease.
we ate.
That is what we ate.
Sweet potato and that kale. Oh man, I love that. A kale I love it.
Oh, we had that. Oh, yeah, we had kale salad last night. Did you ever think we buy kale by the case?
By the case. Like
By the case.
literally.
Again, thank you. This podcast is brought to you by Myers. That's what's
Myers.
in my
Your
smoothie
smoothie
jar
jar.
right
Yeah.
here is my Myers. I go into Myers this week
Mm-hmm.
on Tuesday and I said, "Hey Larry, you got a case of kale?" He's like goes back, check, don't have it, but I'll order you one. I said, "Okay."
Nice.
I said, "Do you need my number?" "No, I got it." I said, he goes, "It should be in Thursday." So I went in there
Nice.
yesterday and I grabbed the
Yeah.
case of kale and it's in this big, I just want to let these guys know
Well, it's a case.
this is the
It's
way to do it. So I just asked them to give me a case of kale. It's not even touched
there's like a
the
dozen heads in there.
dozen heads. He gives
Mm-hmm.
me for buying so many.
Mm-hmm.
And he gives me a little bit of a deal for buying so many. And then it comes in this big giant pile of ice in the box.
Yeah.
And we just keep it outside.
Yeah, why not? I
It's
can right now.
frozen. And
Mm-hmm.
then when it thaws out, I mean, it doesn't even seem like it was ever frozen, but I didn't know this. And kale was really primarily used, by the way. Remember when I found that out? It was primarily used, it was the biggest buyer of kale,
Yeah, yeah, it was Pizza Hut.
Pizza
They
Hut.
did that mainly they bought all the kale to put for their salad bar, but really what they did, they insulated the ice. They put all the kale over the ice and put the bowls there to keep all the stuff chilled. And that helped the ice last longer. Like we should have been eating the kale.
Didn't
What's
know
under
we
the
could eat
bowl,
it.
not the stuff in the bowl.
I didn't know we could eat it.
Yeah,
Is the whole weird thing of this story is like this kale is one of my favorite things in the world, and I eat it every single day.
it's amazing.
It's amazing. It's powerful. It's packed with protein, nutrients, fiber, vitamins, minerals, all these essential amino acids. They're wonderful. But here we were using it as a decoration. I didn't
Yeah.
even know every time it came on a plate you could eat it. Isn't that, like
It's not a
I feel
garnish.
kind of, a little ignorant that I didn't know that, but we didn't know. I thought it was just a garnish and it wasn't
Yeah.
something you could eat. I'm actually embarrassed that I'm saying that, but it's the truth. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There were so many things I didn't know how to
There's a
eat.
lot of things that we don't know.
We're eating more foods, more flavors, more things, and basically anything that you eat, we can eat this healthier
Mhm.
is all I want to let people know. And I didn't know that. That's why I'm out here
That
talking
was the
about it.
main thing, the health. That just once you feel amazing, why would you eat stuff that doesn't make you feel amazing?
Exactly what everybody said at Saturday's group.
Hmm.
Everybody's like, I just keep thinking about how good I feel. No more inflammation. I can walk up and down the stairs. No more acid reflux, no more aches and pains.
Definitely.
I'm
That
down
sounds
a,
like our health report.
maybe that's time for, what time is it?
And about 42 in.
Okay, let's get into that.
Yeah, definitely our this Plantspiration health report brought to you by Plantspiration.
Brought to you by Plantspiration. So I don't even know if it's a day job.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is, coaching, teaching people how to prevent and reverse disease. And we've been asking for those interested to just share a little bit so we can let people know that we're crushing it over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
People are preventing and reversing disease, losing weight, maintaining it, feeling great, getting
Hmm.
happier. It's not just about the food. That's the other thing. It's about diet and lifestyle. So there's a lot going on over here, basically.
Heck
And it
yeah.
all comes down to who's going to tell me how great they're doing. And don't forget, this is the holidays
Yeah, this is the
where
holidays.
people are like, I'm just going to wait till January 1.
Yeah.
Like me, by the way. We
Well,
started. Well, we
that's
didn't know we were going to start this on January 7th. We didn't
no,
know I'm making a resolution to go plant-based.
no.
We didn't know. I mean, but my resolution was to get healthy. We just
Hmm.
talked about that with the turkey bone,
Yep,
health
yep.
and, health and prosperity.
Health and wealth.
But I started when I opened up my doors, it was in January. It was the
Yeah, it
first
was.
January. I have to start something always like the
Hmm.
first level. Let's just start at the beginning of the game. I'll figure out how to get there to the end. And then, why are you
No,
laughing?
that's just seriously how it was. Like just
You like my
start.
leveling up analogy, right?
Yeah, it's
Well,
awesome.
what am I going to do? Talk about the game, the color of the game, how cool it would be when I get to win the game or the end of the game? Who's out there talking about how great it would be to win?
It's fun. The journey of getting to the level and conquering the next level is
I
what's the
look,
interesting part.
I use the dopamine off of all those things. So when the
Mhm.
bad stuff happens, and I'm always like, yeah, but look at all this good
Yeah,
stuff that's
remember what we
happening.
just got done with and how awesome that was.
Yeah, and it just kept
Yeah.
getting better and better. Now it's turned into this big giant global, we're just kind of doing it. So we put together this health report. And although we've got these three metrics,
Yeah.
pounds lost, medications dropped, and diseases reversed, these metrics don't show the work that's going on emotionally.
Mhm.
People building their self-confidence, I would say.
Right.
They're boosting their dopamine. It's the holidays. It's exactly why I brought in, all the years I've been going through all this stuff. They have no idea how much we've gone through in life and the obstacles that I've gone through. It is what helps me navigate a little bit
Right.
through this. So basically, because of what we just talked about, thinking about the positive stuff, I knew to bring, and I know to bring in the 31 days of dopamine
Yeah,
for the
that
members.
was great. That was great.
So I bring this in, and it's no wonder that people are crushing it. So this week, what was the total weight loss this week?
Yeah, for this week, and I actually only heard from three people
Not bad.
that put in, not bad, 5.7 pounds.
We're grateful.
That's the three people. That's awesome.
We've lost a total since we started the podcast of 564 pounds. People have
That's
logged in
right.
with that.
Yep.
And I just had a talk with some people today, and I was like, I'm going to talk about this on the podcast. They were like, go ahead. And by the way, never did,
Mm.
just incredible. So, they came in with blood sugar in 300 to 400 range, pretty
Oh yeah.
serious. We got
Yeah.
some serious insulin resistance issues. And I just teach, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving anybody medical advice. I coach
Hmm.
people on how to make the right decisions and how to cook and coach through diet, sleep, exercise, stress management, support. So, anyway, they're doing great.
Mm.
She is seeing great improvement, and it wasn't just the food, is what I'm getting at.
Mm.
They started moving, and the obstacles that these amazing folks are facing are anybody could do this if they're doing this right now and what they're doing. It's so dang inspiring.
Mm.
She's lost her eyesight, big impact on the two of them.
Mm.
It's it's made a it's made things very difficult, and they show up to every Saturday meeting. They show up to the classes, and they're really nailing down the food, and they're really starting to get out and start moving. And the numbers have dropped to like as low as 125 this week.
Nice.
So we're
Wow.
seeing huge improvement. And there's a lot of talk about places. By the way, Saturday we talked a lot about this. People can go to places and they can have this, help. You check in,
Hmm. Hmm.
get help. People guide you for a few weeks. You go do a program,
Yeah.
and it works. It
Or you
works.
just stay there.
You
I
just
mean,
stay
you
there,
stay there,
and
they
they're
feed you, you
amazing.
get classes.
Amazing.
Hmm.
But when you get home, you got to come back and deal with the same situation.
Yeah, you're like all alone. Like again.
What do you now? I have to go back to still going to the grocery store where we have to face the stuff that we used to buy
Hmm.
and we used to eat.
And in the workplace and all that same
They're familiar with
speed bumps.
what they said today is when I always ask like what's working or what's keeping you going so that we can elevate on that. And they're like,
Yeah.
this group. There's always this group to go back to
Hmm.
keep you going, to keep supporting you. It is never in 6 weeks you're done or in
Yeah.
12 weeks you're done. It goes on and on because it's a lifestyle and we need that support, you know.
Mhm.
We have that lifetime membership. You reach
Yep.
your goals, roll through here.
Yep.
So
It's like you're like turned into a plant master,
two people, their numbers have dropped significantly for blood sugar. So I just want to say I commend people. It's in the middle of the holiday season. We're
Hmm.
faced with all kinds of stuff, old habits, old eating patterns,
Sure.
unhealthy eating patterns. And these people are focusing on how good they're feeling,
Yeah.
inspired by the other people
Hmm.
more than anything. And we know that's how we did it as a family. We were together.
Yeah.
That's why I started this. I
That's
knew
right.
people needed to do it together. It works. I mean, it's not just my idea, it's just
No,
evidence.
right, right. It's the support that definitely really um helps people conquer their next level, and we need to level up.
Yeah, you need to kind of regroup. You know, it's scientific, it's economical,
Hmm.
and it's ethical, but we just need the right tools and support to get through it. We know they know the information is what I'm saying.
Right.
Everybody, there's the other thing. Everybody knows the information. I know when I do this that this can happen and this can happen and this can work. But
They're just
sometimes,
having a hard time applying it and sticking to it without that support.
well, look at when you go into a
Hmm.
video game and it's like you have all these different levels and you don't know where to begin.
Hmm.
We just kind of keep bringing it back to, hey, you're here on this level and we know how to get you through that.
Heck yeah, we're like the game guide, really, to help you.
I don't know. That, I guess it could be. Speaking of, do we have questions this week? I always leave this one to you.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We
And how are we doing on time?
right, 50.
Wow. I
Crushing
mean,
it.
I could go on and on and on about manifesting, about how we made it through all this stuff because we didn't care about what anybody was thinking anymore. You know what I mean? There's all
Exactly.
these
That's
things.
another thing I was gonna say. They have this support in the group and they're learning things, and you can't like really worry about hurting somebody's feelings if they're offering you something that is not, you know, in the realm of what you want to eat.
Setting boundaries when we go out to eat or
Yeah.
for the holidays. It's important. How do you set boundaries for that?
What do you mean
Like,
how?
how would you tell somebody, set your boundaries? People are coming in, they're throwing these unhealthy things at you, and you just automatically think, well, what have I been doing? You've been eating it, but now you want to do something different. So,
Yeah.
how do you get through that?
Um, that's with support.
Support and reminding yourself of your why.
Yeah, you gotta keep that in focus. Why are you doing this?
When I was going through all this stuff for Plantspiration, losing my tax exempt, my payments weren't going through for, was it almost a year?
Almost. Yeah.
And I didn't, no wonder I
Like
couldn't
you didn't have
afford.
money coming in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no wonder I couldn't afford somebody to help me with the website. It was just like, it was all these different things I had to
Yeah.
face. But I just kept going back to, I'm going to figure it out. We're going to get
That's
through
right.
it and we're going to stay positive about it. Let's get to some questions. I love when people ask questions. You guys have a lot to say. So, by the way, thank you for everybody leaving questions, comments.
Yeah,
We want to answer them. So, whatever it may be, let's hear it.
definitely. This one's something I didn't even know. What are your thoughts about the blood type diet?
Yeah, we didn't know. We didn't hear about this
What
until
is
I
this?
started doing talks.
Yeah.
And then people would ask me about this. I love when this question comes up. It's a great question. This is a good one.
I'm serious. That's what it says.
That's actually like a fad diet. There's no scientific evidence behind the
Oh.
blood type diet. Is basically, I'm just going to come right out and say it.
Oh
You know,
wait, okay. Well, let's just say for me, I'm be positive. What kind of diet should I eat?
whole food plant based.
Huh. Impressive. What about somebody that's like a type A, negative or positive?
Oh, that would definitely be whole food plant based.
Hmm.
That would be the best.
What about a type O?
You're never going to believe it.
What?
The best diet for type O,
Yeah,
whole food plant based.
there you have it, folks.
But they've got it separated like, if you got this diet type or blood type, you should be eating these certain foods or this. I mean, there's no scientific evidence behind that. And I just go based on the evidence. I don't
Yeah,
write the research, I just read it.
right,
And then I come
right.
back and I tell everybody this is how we're going to do it.
That's right. After we've really gone through it and make sure the research is good.
Yeah.
It's not coming from somebody nefarious that wants to push their stuff.
Are you implying pharmaceutical?
Yeah, perhaps.
Which you reminded me we have to register for ICNM.
Oh
I
yeah,
want to make sure we get that done.
we will.
See, we've
We'll do
got
it.
like home life, we've got work life, we've
Mhm.
got we just keep we just keep doing the things that we love is what I was going to say. Ask people like
Yeah.
what brings you joy. And these are the things that I found bring me joy and I just started kind of honing in on it.
Yeah, I love it. I just love helping people. I just didn't know
I
that
didn't
I would
either.
love it. No, you're always helping people. It's awesome. I just been like headstrong. Just, I'm working. I gotta go to work. I'm gonna do this. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, I'm grateful for that. It's the
I
reason why
know,
I've been
but
able to do this.
well, thank you just for taking on the plant so long ago and just saying, this is what we're doing. and holy cow, I feel amazing.
Thank you.
Don't tell people how old I'm going to be next year because I
58.
feel half my age. Wait, what would it
58.
be? Yeah, about half my age.
It's, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, the studies are out too on that. Longevity, all that stuff,
Hmm.
blue zones. We know telomeres. We know eating a nourishing, whole food, plant-based diet is
Hmm.
how I just lost my train of
This is
thought.
how you
Is
live longer.
evidence. Yeah,
Like,
it's evidence based on how people are living longer. It's just out there. And this is what
I
we
mean,
want
you're
to do
living
is
longer with a better quality of
it's
life.
been proven. That's what
Okay.
my wording was. It's
Yes.
been proven to. So we just want to inspire more people to do that. I
Hmm.
mean, would I have been taking all this stuff on before? Not a chance. Not a chance in the world.
There's
There's
no
no
way.
way.
No way.
I
How
couldn't.
could you? Yeah,
I
exactly.
couldn't physically. I couldn't. My head wasn't in the right
No,
space. I
no.
wasn't. Anyway,
Wow.
let me take a
It
drink.
changes so much. I have another question here, and this is, what do you eat in a day? This is like, what do you eat in it? Could you share what you eat in a
Are you
day?
messing with me?
No, that's what it says. Could you share what you eat in a day?
I get this question a lot, and I have a similar response every time. People ask me all the time what I eat in a day.
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
Mm,
One day doesn't tell the whole story.
mm,
And what I eat in a day can create unhealthy expectations is what I say to people.
mm.
So I don't want people to be thinking they have to eat like me or they have to have this rigid like if I have to eat like this to make this happen.
Yeah.
So I have never responded to that any what I eat in a day. It just doesn't show the whole picture.
No.
I would rather people ask like, what do you eat in a week?
Yeah.
Now we can talk because every day is a little different. Every person's a little different.
Mm.
And what I eat in a day is it it doesn't fit for every person for
No,
what we're doing.
exactly.
So I don't think that, I mean, although thank you very much. That is an
Yeah,
awesome
that is
question.
an awesome
And I'm
question.
super grateful that it came up so that I can say, I really want to talk about what we eat in a week or like what it looks like.
Definitely.
Back, I can already tell by me asking you this. You're like, are you putting me on the spot?
Oh
I'm not
man,
putting you on the
what's going
spot,
on?
but let's just say last night.
Last night, sweet potatoes
Is that what we had? I already forgot.
and the kale
Oh, yeah,
salad you made. I made some tofu bites.
that was so
I
good.
think, yeah, that was
Again, back
amazing.
to the kale. We've had kale so many ways, but this
And I
particular
want
way,
more. That's why we buy it by the case.
yeah. So, and let me just say this kale salad, a little bit of nut sun butter,
Mm,
coconut aminos, nutritional yeast, garlic, onion powder,
it's
a little bit of
amazing.
flax, a little bit of
Yeah,
ground flax, a little bit of lemon. I'll share it today. I'm going to
that's
make it
awesome.
probably again today. So
You should because I love it.
I'll share it again.
Definitely. I mean,
Um,
if there was a salad that could save you, it would be that
it was
one.
this one. And then, yeah, we just had regular sweet potatoes with it. And then,
Regular. They're amazing. They're sweet and
well,
delicious.
what I meant was
Some
we didn't do
tofu
anything
bites.
special to them. They were just
No,
regular.
no.
They come out so like juicy and
The kale is so good. I mean, just get a bite
no
of,
dressing
oh
needed.
man.
Well, there's dressing on the kale. It's all massaged in, but
Yeah.
you don't need the dressing weirdly with it just, and we just had tofu bites with it too. You
It
make
was
these
just
amazing
awesome.
tofu bites.
Altogether, it's amazing.
So what do we have then for lunch? Let's just take them through something like this really.
Yeah, I seriously don't even remember because I just
What
eat
was yesterday? It is like
Saturday.
all in cursive right now. We have
Yeah.
what pasta with peas. We definitely have a few times during the week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You just made some snickerdoodle cookies downstairs that I just
Oh
ate.
yeah.
We definitely eat like a head of kale. We go through smoothies every day. I find them to
Yeah.
be very easy. And I'm going based on research again.
It's great nutrition and easy to get down.
I'll just say right now, the smoothies we drink every day are from Brooke Goldner, Goodbye Lupus. They're
Hmm.
hyper nourishing smoothies. She gets all the credit for these. They've made such an impact on so many people's lives.
Yeah.
They're powerful.
Yeah. It's
I
awesome.
love telling people check them out. They're game changing. You
Heck
get a
yeah.
lot of nourishment in. They taste great. So we eat a lot of that. We eat tons and tons of fruit with that stuff.
Yeah.
Probably eat about now
I
we're
mean,
just getting crazy. A couple bananas a day I can get in
oh,
there.
for sure.
Tons of
I
tangerines
eat
or nectarines.
oats and raisins
I had juice this morning,
oh yeah, I made an
cookies.
orange juice.
I've got snickerdoodle hummus over there.
That's what I did. I took the snickerdoodle hummus, throw a little oat flour and mix it up enough, and then I make cookies in the air
You're
fryer.
you're such a good cook.
I didn't
You
know I
do
could.
most of the Plantspiration, all of the Plantspiration recipes we've put together are you.
Mm.
You
Well,
did that.
I like playing in the kitchen and making stuff taste good.
In that, when I met you, that's what you were doing was making me
Yeah,
pork chops.
yeah.
I was impressed. And then I did all the cooking because you were doing all the working and I did all that. But you've leveled up in the kitchen. Like,
Oh yeah,
my gosh,
yeah. I just went at it
hot.
in such a
I'm gonna
good,
say it. It
hey,
is what it
I'm
is.
telling you guys, you got to get on these plants because you're gonna become somebody else
Honestly,
in a good way.
and you're not the only guy saying that. Like
That's
every
right.
guy that comes in here and they're quiet, they
Hmm.
usually start off in the background because the wife comes with the
Yeah,
group.
the wife, the girl, whatever, she's at Plantspiration checking out, and he's over the shoulder looking. You see him pass by, and
We need to,
then all of a sudden, after a few weeks or whatever, they'll be sitting right there with her
yeah.
and learning this stuff, and they find out it's friggin' delicious, and you feel amazing.
Every time
Like,
a guy gets on board, and I
mhm.
know that they're in the background because I know, and they're thinking the same thing you were probably thinking at first, like, okay, yeah, whatever. She's gonna
Whatever,
go
it's
through
just
this whole
another
thing.
diet. Yeah.
If your wife is talking about this to you, why don't you answer this one?
Well, you just,
If your wife is doing this and they're talking about it, or your partner's talking about it and they're
mhm.
doing it, one, I'm going to ask you, just support them.
Yeah, that's
Just
what I was gonna
support
say.
them.
Definitely.
Two, listen to what she's doing. She's onto something.
Yeah, certainly. Don't be afraid to eat it. It's plants.
But what, I mean, you would know more than anybody. I come in, I'm like, we're doing this. What would you tell these guys when your wife comes in like me and says, we're going to do this?
You gotta just support her. You gotta know that
This changed everything.
your partner, whoever, your wife, anybody,
It's going to be worth it.
it's definitely worth it. They just want the best for you. And you just like getting in there and
Did you know this was
eating
going
the
to
food and
happen?
stuff. No, I had no idea. This was just another diet. It was starting out on another diet. So,
It really was.
and then it was like, holy cow, this is just how we eat and live now. It's amazing.
Burgers, tacos,
Hmm.
pizzas, cakes.
Lasagna.
But that takes a lot of work to make that stuff sometimes when you're busy running a nonprofit, working on it, working in it.
Potatoes, rice, veggies, tofus.
That's the easy stuff. And
Yeah,
that's why
man.
everybody learns to do amazing over
I make
here.
some good stuff and I make it easy.
You cook the best tofu bites. You cook the best quinoa balls. You cook the best breakfast sausages. What'd you say? We're at an hour.
Yeah, we're
She's
crushing
giving
it
me
over
the
here.
cues. We love that we're doing this podcast. We're
Yeah,
so excited to get in this room every week and just tell you guys,
crush it.
don't wait
Like,
till January 1 to eat an
no.
apple or to grab a couple extra bananas. Start planning out right now
Mhm.
what you're going to do differently this year. Health is the new cool.
Yeah,
Like
certainly.
everybody's talking about being healthy. And what we're doing is we're bringing the latest in evidence-based nutrition so that we aren't just doing diet, we're doing lifestyle. We want this
No.
to last for
But see, the
people.
big thing, the results, we have the results. We're doing it with you. We're here. It's not like a quick little plan and then there you go, you're off on your own and then you fail.
How about when people say this, and it happens all the time?
Mhm.
I'm not a group person.
Yeah, I'm not really into
Everybody,
groups.
every single
I just
person,
heard it yesterday.
I'm not really into groups, but this group,
Yeah, this is way different than any group. I mean, they have
it's
such a
like
bad
they're in
taste in
here
their
with
mouth
us.
from groups, past groups. Like, I don't do groups anymore.
Well, who
Okay.
does?
Well,
You want to battle your stuff on your own. A
I
lot of
know,
people
but
want to do
it's
that.
so much easier when you have other people that understand what you're going through
We're
and you
having
can
fun.
learn from them.
Well, then it's like, if you guys like this, you're
Yeah,
going to like hanging out with everybody in here because we're all laid back.
definitely.
We're all
Definitely.
talking about the real stuff, and it's really inspiring. And I keep it real. We
Definitely.
both
We
keep it
do.
real.
Give me that.
We're
Okay.
just really glad that we did a take two because I think this round was even better. Like it already started off good.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
learning as we go along.
Awesome.
I got to figure out how to see those numbers.
We
I
will. We'll
saw a
check
little bit
that
of
out.
it.
I just, yeah, because, you guys like and share and subscribe and do all
Don't
that.
forget to do all that. Don't go
That's right.
yet.
I want those numbers. I want to see these numbers.
I
I want
want.
to figure out how to,
I got to figure out how to
what's it
find
called?
them.
Analytics?
I got to figure out how to find them. We gotta, we'll definitely cut this.
We barely, I mean, once we're going, we're not really looking back.
No, we're
Like
not.
we're just crushing it to the next level.
Next level is we got to finish the tree. We've actually got to get some work
Yeah, I
done.
got to get some
I
light
got some
done.
emails I need to get done.
I'm gonna get out in the machine shop for a little bit.
You've got to work a little bit out there. What do you want for dinner?
I don't know. I was just trying to think about that. I want more of the kale. I could eat the same thing,
That's
kale
right.
and sweet potatoes. Jeez.
Sometimes I have a perfect plan. Really. I wouldn't say perfect. That's not the right word.
Hmm.
Sometimes we have a plan and everything goes really smooth during the week. And when we do,
Hmm.
it's even smoother.
It's
We're going to
great.
put a
It's
plan together.
awesome.
That's
That's
another thing
right.
here. We're going to put a plan together. We're going to have a We're gonna have a great week. We're gonna have a guest speaker, a
Yeah,
guest
I
speaker. We're
can't.
gonna have a guest over for the
We're
tamale
gonna have a
class.
guest cooking show. It's gonna
I
be great.
suggest you guys check out a class. You're really gonna like it.
Heck yeah,
It's inspiring, it's educational, it's engaging, it's motivating.
it
You
is.
know, people come to class and they're like, I'm gonna need more of this group. You guys are hilarious, you're funny. And we're making healthy cool.
Definitely.
We're making healthy cool. On that note, who's ready for some ping pong?
And yeah, pretty soon.
Thank you guys so much for listening in today.
Mhm.
We hope we've inspired you to take the
Yeah.
best care of yourself because nobody else is going to do it for you.
No, they're not.
We just want to teach you how to be no, I don't want to say it like that. Let me take two. We hope we've inspired you
Yeah,
to be the inspiration that the world needs to see.
that's right.
Thank you guys so much for checking in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and follow us on social media because we're
Definitely.
just keeping it real every day.
This is
We
really what we do all the
we love you
time.
guys. Thank you so much. And until next week, keep on eating your plants
Yeah,
off.
eat your plants off.